Welcome to the Dan Stevens Show. Very special guest with me today. His name is Domenico Rea. He is an Irish-Italian chipper owner.
That's me.
Isn't that right?
That's it. Yeah, you're right.
You're the owner of Miami Cafe Chipper in Dun Laoghaire.
That's the one. Yeah.
A legendary Dun Laoghaire chipper.
Very legendary. Yeah, yeah.
Obviously he's very humble. Not his first time on the podcast. I had him on, I think it was around this time last year.
It was, yeah.
And you told a great story. It was called The Chipper Mafia, where we learned all the ins and outs. That was back when the podcast was just audio.
Yeah.
But we learned about all the ins and outs and all the connections in the chipper industry in Ireland. And basically how you're all related.
Yeah, we're like pigeons.
Pigeons.
Yeah, yeah. We're riding each other all from the one village. One on top of the other. You know what I mean?
Oh, once you're not battered in them.
Well, some did
dipping
get battered.
them in the oven.
Some got battered.
In the oil.
Yeah.
So yeah, go back and check out that episode if you fancy it. It's a good while back, but delighted to have you back.
I'm delighted to come back.
Domo. Domo.
Mates call me Domo. You can call me Domo. Of course you can.
Great stuff. So I am going to ask you a few questions today about the chipper industry.
Yeah.
First of all, how's it going in general? Is it up? Is it down? Is it going well?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, it's a funny industry to be in, the restaurant trade. You know, like, how do you design a town? A town was designed around a church, your pub, your chipper, your Chinese, and a bookies. And things have changed a lot. Like, you know, no one goes to church anymore. People stop going to the pubs. The chipper is not their meal of choice anymore, and bookies, everything is online, so the footfall is not there as it used to be. You know, people going to the gym, going to saunas now, and you know, Dun Laoghaire is full of Pilates classes, and you know, all these people that are just thinking about their health and stuff like this. So things have changed a lot for the chipper game. It's, you know, before you used to see people every day in your chipper. And you kind of question those people.
Right.
They come in here.
Would you judge them just a little bit?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you go, why the fuck are you every day?
That is not going to be a long-term customer.
Yeah, it's a very short term.
Yeah.
We're always very happy to see them. But now you see people, you see them once a week, they see them once a month. Chippers are not it used to be the cheapest meal, you know. And now it's, with the rising cost of food and gas, you know, electricity, wages, you know, and the families moving out of the game, other people are coming in and the prices are going up, so it's not the cheapest option anymore, you know.
The margins aren't what they used to be.
The margins are not there anymore, you know.
Right. And did you mention to me a while ago that Danny DeVito is a relative of yours? That's just something that popped into my head. We'll get the questions going in a bit, but I need to
my grandmother was a DeVito, and my mum used to always tell me that
your grandmother's mother, great granny,
my great granny, my great granny was a DeVito, and my mother used to always tell me that Danny DeVito was my cousin, and we have relatives in the DeVito family. And there's still DeVitos here in Ireland. They own a place out in Collins Street, maybe, as I can remember. But as growing up, I wish my mum told me I would look, we were related to Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or something, because they were my heroes. But as I got older, I ended up looking a bit like Danny DeVito. You know, I started losing my hair and stuff like that. But yeah, and then
you got it back, though.
I did, Turkey.
Yeah, there you go. Great ad for Turkey.
Yeah,
right
go. Yeah. Yeah, and then when my grandmother was still alive, this gentleman came from Scotland, because he has relatives all around Ireland. He has a few relatives in Ireland, Dan DeVito, and there was one family in Scotland, and he came to visit my grandmother, and this was the first time I seen a connection. Because my mum always told me, and I didn't know if it was true or not, you know. And this man came over, and he was the spit of Danny DeVito.
Really?
With a Scottish accent.
No way.
Yeah. And he came to see my grandmother, because my grandmother was the last of her brothers and sisters. And he wanted to meet the connection. And he was sitting there, and I was chatting away to him, and he looked exactly like Dan DeVito in a Scottish accent.
So did he come to your chipper?
No, he came to visit my granny in Italy.
In Italy, okay.
Yeah, and I had to translate between the two.
All right.
And he was 80 odd, and my grandmother was pretty old as too. So I was trying to communicate, and then I asked him, I said, "So, are you related to Dan DeVito?" I am. So I was like, and I was like, wow, great, this is great, because I never really believed it, you know what I mean? But that was the and then a few relatives would have said, there was a funny situation with Dan DeVito. There was a restaurant, I can't remember where it was, and I'll definitely be corrected if I...
In Ireland?
Yeah, it was a restaurant, it was an Italian restaurant called DeVito's. And this is in the 80s, and Dan DeVito gets wind that he has a few relatives in Ireland. So he gets his solicitor to ring the restaurant. And he says, how you doing? This is Danny DeVito's solicitor. Dan DeVito, and whoever answered the phone says, you fuck off, and hangs up the phone.
Yeah.
So the solicitor rings again, says, how you doing? I'm being serious. This is Danny DeVito's solicitor, and he would like to get in contact with you. And they go, no, stop messing, and hung up the phone again, because this happens a lot. And it happened a couple of more times until Dan DeVito rang.
Wow.
I rang the phone and says, I'm being serious. This is Dan DeVito, and he came over and visits.
No way.
He came over and visited with photographs.
This is the penguin. I want a fresh cod and chips. If you fond of a fresh cod, I'd say.
So so Dan DeVito came to visit. Oswald.
The cod would be straight out of the bag.
You don't have to batter it. Don't bag it. Yeah, so
wow.
Yeah.
So you came over to, it was an Italian restaurant.
It was in Italian
in the 80s.
In the 80s, called DeVito's.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's my connection with the DeVito family. And
if anyone in the comments are listening or watching has any info about that restaurant, be delighted to hear about it. But
and then I'm related to like you told me your local chipper is the McCarrys.
Yeah.
And you told me Tony McCarry. Now, you know how many Tony McCarrys there is if you look at The Godfather, there's a famous, I think it's in the Goodfellas, and he gets married, and everybody's named Tony or Marie. The same thing in our community. Everybody's a McCarry, and everybody's a Tony, or everybody's an Antonio.
In the chipper community?
Yeah, everybody. So my dad could, so that's Tony McCarry. There's about 20 of them. So they go, Tony McCarry, Blanchardstown. That guy. Now, I don't know who it is, but my mum and dad will know. Yeah. So we're all related, and we all come from the same village. There's a village, it's just outside, it's between Naples and Rome. It's called Monte Cassino. It's where the Great War, where Hitler kept all his gold.
Right.
All the Jews' gold on top of that, and there's a big fight and stuff like that happened. So all the Italians came from there that came over here. So there was, and so when you go there now in the winter, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. It's completely empty.
Just all off working in different chippers.
Yeah, they're all over there. And then when it comes to summer, they're all over there. And we have an Irish fest. We have loads of feasts and stuff like that. We have a huge Irish festival there. So we do fish and chips. We sell pints of Guinness.
To this day,
yeah.
In Monte Cassino?
No, just near Monte Cassino. The place is called Casalatigo. So
every year there's an Irish festival.
Irish fest.
Wow.
It's huge.
What's the nearest airport to that?
You used to have.
Where would you fly into?
You used to fly into Rome, Ciampino.
Right.
But they closed that down for they use it for military purposes now. But you can fly into Fiumicino, Rome, Fiumicino, or Naples, which is an hour away.
So it's near Rome.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and so that's on every summer?
Every summer, August 16th, as I can remember the dates.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
That's interesting. I never would have known that.
Yeah, it's great because
cool.
it's really funny because...
they're basically just bringing all the Irish people's money over there and having a festival with it.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's very narrow, and the streets are very narrow, and there's a nice little piazza where they serve the fish and chips and stuff like that. But in the morning at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, they serve bacon and egg.
Oh, right.
And the queue.
Really?
Oh man, the queue.
Bit of bread or what?
No, they do bacon,
Sambos.
egg, sausages, and a bit of pudding, and the Italians go mental for it
Oh,
because
right.
they won't eat that in the morning.
So is it Irish people running the festival?
It's Irish Italians
Okay.
running it. So it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of all of us.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
great.
Yeah,
It's
great.
really interesting. It's great
Yeah.
to see traditions like that continuing as well.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, very good. Jeez, if I wasn't in Edinburgh, I'd nearly go over there myself.
Yeah,
August
you see that.
is the Edinburgh
Yeah,
festival.
you see that's what happens is I would always love to go to Edinburgh, but I can never go because I'm always.
Do you always go to that?
I'm out because I'm there because the village where my mum is from she's just above the first village. So I'm always around that area. So I'm always there. So I that's the time of year when I go to Italy is that week.
Oh, right.
Specifically that week.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great.
Right, I'm going to get into a few questions.
Please,
These are
go ahead.
basically my curiosity coming through and what I think people who go to the chipper and who've gone to the chippers, the customers, I think these are the questions that they'd ask.
Can I ask you a question? What do you get in the chipper? What's your go-to?
A kebab.
A kebab.
Yeah, but not anymore. They're gone very bad.
Really? Why have they gone back?
The bread has changed.
What
They're
did
using
it
this sort of thick bread now. It used to be kind of
A pita bread. Like a very thin pita bread.
tin pita bread that was malleable. It would nearly wrap around the
Okay.
chicken and the sauce and the veg and stuff.
Okay.
But now it's sort of a thick bread. It's very impersonal. You know what I mean? It's kind of just, it
Now,
doesn't
the
feel
place-
like your kebab.
Now, the place that you're getting it from, did they do pizzas as well?
Yes.
I know why it's thick now.
Oh?
So they're probably using the pizza dough as a pita bread.
Uh-huh.
And I prefer it like that.
You prefer to eat it like that?
I prefer it like that, the thick bread, because you're getting proper bread. You know what I mean? It's getting homemade.
I think it overpowers the ingredients. Like when I get a kebab, I'm not getting it for the bread. Do you know what I mean?
I get you.
I'm getting it to just mill it out of it.
But when you're milling it out, it's not just dissolve and break and stuff.
I'm sure there's a bit of pleasure in that. You don't call me the stain master, Stevens. For nothing. This is not a beard. This is just as to catch the stains.
The jumper's frying.
No, there's some, I don't know. I get it. But
Yeah.
I guess it's a personal preference thing. I think they should offer both. Maybe. No. It's not.
No.
Not cost effective.
No, not cost effective.
Yeah,
No.
margins are too small.
Yeah.
Of course. Anyway,
Salt and vinegar. How do you like it?
bit of salt. Depends if I'm getting dip
Okay.
as well.
What's your favorite dip?
Garlic.
Oh, nice. We make our own garlic. We're
Do you?
known for our garlic sauce. We make our
Yeah.
own garlic sauce.
I've been out here a couple of times and I've only had a coffee. That's the beauty of your place. You like, you do a cafe as well
Yeah.
as a chipper.
Yeah.
It's really retro, sort
Yeah.
of cool. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lovely place. So
Yeah,
I highly
yeah.
recommend to anyone go visit it.
Miami Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name is really important to talk about as well. I just before we go on to the
Did you talk about this on the last episode?
Did I?
I think you might have.
Did I?
You could have.
Miami is You Love Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they just merged it together. The customers.
So that's where it came from.
That's where it came from. Yeah, it's 1914 since we've been opened. Maybe even opened before. And the chipper was like this, like we were talking about from the village. All these people will come. All the Italians come over from the village. Our shop was like the place where, before the European Union was formed. Okay, Italians need work visas.
Right.
Our shop was like, come learn your trade here,
Oh,
and then you go off and you open your own chipper.
okay.
So you'll get your permit. You get your work permit through the Miami Cafe.
Wow. It's like the training centre.
Yeah, it was like training
like the
centre.
FOSS for
Yeah,
chippers.
that's what it was like in
Wow.
the 50s and 60s, you know, until my parents took over in the 80s, early 80s. So that's how the Miami Cafe is. So a lot of families would have been there. The McCarrys, the Boards, it went through a lot of hands. Then it was my uncle that was there, and then so forth. So and then we were in there. So
That is tradition.
yeah. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, so there'd be a phone like this in the local
Yeah.
village, in the local bar.
That's from Shane Smith gifted me that phone. The neurologist, check him out. His episode was great as well. Brilliant. He got it at an auction.
Oh,
just
it's
for
great.
me.
It's great.
Anyway, go on.
There'd be a phone like that at the local village at the bar, and the phone will ring, and let's say Tony McCarry's looking for staff. Anyone to go over? Oh,
No
sure.
way.
And that happened, and he ring and says he'll sort out the papers, and then a couple of weeks later you're over in Ireland, you're slaving away, you like it, you have your family of your own. Okay. There's a spot in, I don't know, Castleknock, they're looking for a chipper down there.
Yeah.
There's a bookies there. Okay, we'll open up there. And that's how it went. That's how it worked.
Wow.
So one by one, they plucked people from the village, and that's how it happened.
From your village.
From our village.
So they'd go from your village to Miami, to Dun Laoghaire,
yeah, and then
train there, and then be
shipped off to somewhere in the country.
Wow.
To run their own chipper.
That's amazing.
And everybody helped each other. If there was a bit of, if they were short on money or stuff like that, there was a bit of borrowing and lending and stuff like that. There was a real community back then.
Does it still exist?
Very little. We have our own Italian club up in Trebraden, the Italian club.
Where?
In Trebraden.
Trebraden.
Yeah, there's an Italian club up there. And I haven't been up
Fond
there.
of an Italian club myself.
Yeah. But
it's a brutal joke. Cut that out.
Cool.
What about BLTs? There's one of them as well.
But there's an Italian club up there, and they still do things for the kids, like they do Easter, Christmas, the New Year's parties,
nice,
things like this, and all the Italians come together from the same industry. They come together,
and where did the Romanians come in? Because Romanians are running ones around here now.
Well, the Romanians come in. A lot of the families, I'd be the only one running the shop now in my family business. My brother was there, and he's decided to pack it in because he's sick of it.
Right.
But a lot of families, their kids didn't want to be in the business. It was too hard. The hours are long. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. And so a lot of people have moved out in the industry, and they still have the shops.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll rent it out to...
I get you. Now I'm going to make another comparison here. Would the Romanian people to chippers be what Polish people were to the construction industry in Ireland? A little bit like that?
You could say that.
Yeah.
You definitely could. Yeah, you could. Like the Romanians, the Polish, all this Eastern Europeans, they were hard workers, they were grafters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my wife is Polish, and before I met my wife, we had, in the 80s to the 90s, we had a full, all Italian staff.
Right.
So we pluck, Tony, Silvio, all these people from the village, and they would work for us in the shop, and then they'll go off and do it. But it was always Italians in the shop, from waiters to chefs, all were Italians. And then we had a few Lithuanians, we had a few Romanians, and then the Polish came. And then when I started working in the shop, 17, 18 years now solid, because I was always in and out of the industry. But the last 18 years I've been there.
So you've been working in the chipper 18 years?
It's straight now,
Wow.
yeah. But I was always in and out when I was a kid, like washing dishes, peeling spuds, as the minute I could walk.
Always
I was
in and
doing,
around it.
Yeah, always around it. But the Polish were always there. We had a great Polish staff.
Right.
Because the Polish, let's say, they were working in Poland for one zloty, which was like €1. And then they come to Ireland, they were working for €7 an hour. And they were delighted to do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were grafters, you know what I mean? And there was a great connection between the Italians and the Polish, because they were Catholics, we were Catholics, we were family orientated, you know what I mean? And they had they were vodka drinkers, we were wine drinkers. There was a lot of connection. And then obviously, the Romanians are in there as well. Like, they're just great workers.
He's a great guy. Dima is the guy who runs the local one there now. He's a lovely guy.
Yeah. No, they're great workers.
Yeah.
They're great workers, and they run the shops well, and yeah.
So ever since Scalacci, I think the Italians aren't welcome anymore. Is that right?
That's right.
What did he knocked us out of the
1990 World Cup?
Yeah, and is Baggio as well? He's another enemy of ours, is he? Did
No,
he knock us out in the shootout?
No,
he missed the penalty.
He missed the penalty.
Yeah,
he
he's
became
welcome.
the Italians threw him under the bus because he lost us the World Cup. But he's the most humblest player that we ever had.
Baggio.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Yeah.
I think we only appreciate him now, like, you know what I mean. But a fantastic player.
Yeah.
The Italians have this thing of throwing their heroes under the bus.
What's that about?
I don't know. They depend on them, and then they look for an excuse, and they just throw them under the
Rip down the statue.
Yeah, rip down the statue. They did it to Diego Maradona. They did it to Pantani, the great cyclist. There's a Baggio. They did it to him. Now the whole Italian team are getting thrown underneath the bus. Especially there was a defender there, Bastoni.
Oh, they were beaten by
Bosnia-Herzegovina. Yeah. I was reading it there. The Italians are looking for excuses now why they got knocked out. And I was just reading it there while you were getting ready there, brushing your hair. He was. Donnarumma, the goalkeeper, his goalkeeper sheet was stolen off him from one of the Bosnian ball boys. So he's making that excuse.
Wow.
That happened to him. You know.
I think maybe it's just that it's all theatre. Like there's as much entertainment for people in building someone up as there is into striking them down.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's all about the entertainment for the people. I think
Yeah.
we have a certain extent of that in Ireland as well. I think it's human nature in a way. You know. But yeah, we'll go and get into these questions.
Yeah. Sorry to go off there.
I love it. Great tangents. Really enjoyed them. Just a reminder before I get into the questions, will you please follow and rate 5 stars on Spotify, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, wherever you are, please give a good rating and a follow. Hello to all the new followers that have come in the last few weeks. Thank you very much. And yeah, please follow. That's the main thing. So a few questions now. I don't know if we've answered some of these in the intro. Oh, we haven't. So how many hours per week would you work in the chipper?
Could be over 90.
90.
Yeah.
Is that partly because it's also a bit of a cafe during the day?
There's a lot of prep that people don't see.
Yeah.
It's simple food, but there is a lot of prepping, and then your deliveries are coming in, and when you run a business, you don't clock in or clock out, and like sometimes I'll be there at 7:30 in the morning, and then I'll be there till 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes I'm in and out. Like today, was in and out of the shop. Like this morning, I was there cooking at 9, prepping, and then I'll nip out for a couple of hours and then go back in. But usually, on a busy week, I'll be there over 90 hours.
Over 90?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm never home. Never home.
It's always been like that.
Well, you've got good days and you get good. Yeah. You know.
But over the years, it's basically 90
Yeah.
hours a week.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess in my mind anyway, what would make it slightly easier is that it's a bit social. You get to chat to people and have a bit of crack.
That's what I love
But it
about
keeps you going, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love chatting away.
It's not like being in a factory and just
yeah.
working away and not being able to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of a social job, isn't it?
Very social. I remember during COVID, we had to close the tables and we only had takeaway. And at that moment, it was great because our hours are shorter. And we were probably just making just as much as we had tables, which was great. The COVID years were good, but the problem was you weren't meeting the customer. And it became like a factory. You're behind the screen. And I didn't like that. I didn't really like that. I enjoyed that I had more time for the family, but I didn't like the I couldn't engage with the customers.
Yeah.
You could see them and you kind of just wave at them and stuff like that, and just give them a little thumbs up and stuff like that. But you miss that connection. You know.
Isn't it amazing how one little interaction, for me anyway, can change your whole day?
Oh yeah.
It can change your whole aura, your whole mood.
Good or
Either
bad.
way, yeah.
Oh yeah. I have a lot of those. A lot of those. I could be in a great mood. I could be knackered and I'd be having, the best day of my life in the shop, and one person would just
set you off.
Oh, Jesus
and that's it then.
Yeah.
That's it for the day.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah. It happens. It bloody happens.
Yeah. Well, we might get into a bit more about that with the rest of these questions. What's the most ridiculous complaint you've had in the chipper? I guess from in all the time that you've worked there.
Well, this one is fresh now. This happened 2 days ago. So we do all the classic desserts, the banana splits, the Knickerbocker Glory, and we have these beautiful glasses that we do them in, and they're over 60 years old. They're antiques. They're beautiful, and we have a lovely Carpigiani machine that does all the fresh ice cream.
Pride.
Yeah, it's the art that goes into them is really, really nice. And we get all our fresh products, fresh fruit and bananas and stuff. And there's this one woman, she comes in all the time and she's never happy. You can tell she's not married, right? You just can't, right? She comes in with her pajamas, braless, and she comes in the most busiest hours, and she'll stay on the tables for hours.
Is she as old as the Carpigiani?
Yeah, she's probably definitely.
She's 60s.
Yeah.
Would be.
Yeah, and she's got this white hair and it just kind of comes out like that, like a thatched roof. And she looks a bit like Andy Warhol's hairstyle.
Does she have a few bob?
She has the voice of someone has a few bob.
Jesus.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
time does she be in it?
Well, let me finish the story, and you probably will never see it.
I'm gone.
So she orders. So last week, like we do omelets as well.
Yeah.
So last week, she comes in. She goes, "Can I have an omelet?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I made the omelet. I make sure that I look after her because she's very difficult.
Okay.
And she goes, "I think you burnt the omelet." And I says, "I don't think I did." And I says, "I made yours personally. I don't think I burnt it." And he says, "You don't mind me making it again? You don't mind making it again?" And I says, "Okay, I'll make it again." So we had the episode with the omelette, and I looked after her, and she was very happy with it because she gave me a compliment, and I was grand. Then she came in this Thursday, and we were very busy, and she comes in, and the staff are nervous when they come in because they're just anxious when they come in because you don't know what's going to happen next. And
When she comes in.
when she comes in, and I was just looking at my staff and says they should not feel like this at all. And it's not what I want them to feel like. I want them to feel happy when they work and stuff like that, and this is a customer that you don't want to deal with. Okay, so she comes in. Now she's been coming in for years, but at this point I'm at breaking point. Okay, so she comes in and she has an omelette. She's grand. She has a cup of tea. She's grand. And what's great about our shop is people are talking to each other. Like there's booths, but everybody's seen. It's like being on a dart. Like they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
And there's someone talking from the back to the front and stuff like that. So there's a great atmosphere. And she's yapping away to someone, and then she orders a banana split. And a dessert has never been sent back in the history of me being there. A dessert is very hard not to get right. You know, it's impossible. Like the machines are cleaned quite regularly. The fruit is always fresh, so it's very hard for a get a dessert back.
Yeah.
So this banana split gets returned. And
So would she say it to one of the wait staff to bring it back, or would she bring it back up?
No.
herself?
She'll call. She'll do she'll do the finger.
Oh, the curly finger.
The curly finger, which drives me crazy. She calls, goes, and brings the banana split to me, and I says, "Why is she sending this back?" She says, "The banana is too sweet."
What?
Yeah. I said, "The banana is too sweet." Okay. And I says,
Wow.
Throw it in the bin and do her another banana split. And she does another one, and she eats half of it, and then she calls us back over. She goes, "Yeah, that banana was way too sweet."
The new banana.
And she says, "I'm not paying for that." And the waitress took it off the bill, and I says, "What did you do? You take that off the bill?" I said, No, keep that on the bill, and I'll wait for her till she comes up to me. And she came up to me and she said, "How you doing, blah blah?" I says, the docket comes up on her screen, and she goes, "Oh no, there's a banana split. I'm not paying for that." I says, "Why are you not paying for that?" I says, "The banana's too sweet." I says, "What do you mean the banana's too sweet? Banana's supposed to be sweet." I says, "No, but this banana was not right." I says, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Now the takeaway's packed, right, because that's where she has to pay, and you could see people behind her starting to laugh.
Okay.
Right, because this is someone trying to get away with not paying. And I says, "Listen, you're going to have to pay for this banana split. I don't care. You're paying for it. There's nothing wrong with the bananas. Like the bananas are being bought fresh every day. Like if the banana skin is bruised, I wouldn't serve it to you because they're taken away. I don't use those kind of bananas. They're perfectly yellow bananas. If they're green or black, they're not being used, right? So they're going back. So your banana was perfect.
Take pride in your banana.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
Yeah.
And she was refusing to pay. And so I said, "I tell you what, you won't be paying for that banana, but do me a favor. Don't you ever come back here again."
Oh, you barred her?
I barred her.
After how many years?
She's infinity. Like it's forever. If my kids run the shop, I make sure they don't serve her.
And was there an omelette and a cup of tea on the bill as well?
There was an omelette and a cup of tea. No, she paid for all that.
Right. She just said, "I'm not paying
and
for
I tell
this
you,
plate."
and says, "Okay." But I says, and she says to me, I says, "But this is not fair." I says, "Well, I tell you what, it's really not fair the way you treat my staff. You are really, really rude. You're really rude to my staff." I says, "No, I'm not." I says, "You are." I says, "I'm done with you now, and that is it."
Wow.
And I said, "Happy Easter to you as well."
Right.
You know, and then she went, and then the customers in the takeaway are asking me, "Are you serious? The banana was too sweet?" I says, "Yeah, you see it yourself." I'm sure we're having the shit and giggles in the takeaway, and we're messing,
Yeah.
and the staff are going, so Dom, when you get the bananas, make sure they're sweet. I
Yeah.
said, this is the joke now in the shop now. So that just happened. That was
Wow.
yeah.
And she'd been going in for years.
Going in for years, breaking my balls
couple of
for
times
years.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nuisance.
I had enough of her.
Yeah.
If you know her, please let me know her name, because
She was bananas.
she's bananas.
And now she's split.
Oh God.
Well, one of the following questions was going to be worst customer of all time, but I think you've just answered that.
Yeah, definite.
So we can scratch that one off.
Definite.
Yeah.
Definite.
Wow, what a nightmare. But I'd imagine there was a weight lifted off the staff's shoulders when you did that.
Yeah.
When you said, get out of here and don't come back. Because it sounds like they dreaded every time she came in.
Oh yeah, for
Imagine
sure.
going around like that. Is there any other chippers around that she might go in and annoy now?
Well, I hope they do, and don't annoy me anyway, for sure. Like, I don't know, are there any chipper that does a banana split or anything?
Where's she
like
going to
that?
go now?
I don't know. I don't know,
cares?
and who cares?
Yeah, good riddance to her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can see probably seeing Tesco now open up the bananas now and
Yeah.
goes, just this is too sweet, this is too ripe, just right. You have to pay for the other two. No, they weren't right.
Oh my God.
You know, people take advantage of these type of businesses.
It sounds like she was like. It sounds to me like the getting it for free was secondary. She was trying to wind you up for a long time. It sounds like. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Or was it a money thing?
When she said to me the banana suit, she was smirking at me.
Okay.
So she
a wind up merchant.
Yes. You
That's
know,
what she was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll brighten things up now a bit by asking. Who's your favourite customer of all time?
My favourite customer.
In all your 18 years, who's your favourite customer in the chipper?
There's a guy, he's my favourite, and I love him as much as I hate him. He's a great guy. His name is Tommy.
You won't mind you mentioning...
He probably won't even... Yeah, maybe. I'm going to mention him anyway. I don't care.
Go on, yeah.
Okay. Tommy's great.
Tommy deserves credit anyway.
Yeah, he does, because he's a lovely man. He's a gentleman, and he always tries to make little jokes here and there, little jokes about change. Oh, I haven't got the money today, and whips out a couple of hundreds, you know, and you know, this kind of thing. And Tommy, and he has I call him Tommy Soze, because he's a bit like Kaiser Soze in Unusual Suspect, because he's got a gimpy leg.
Really?
And so he comes in and he always orders whatever he orders, a burger with an egg and chips, and he loves the old chats in the company, and sometimes he comes on his own or he comes with someone, and I always sit with him and have a little bit of chat with him and stuff like that.
Is he an older man?
Yeah, much older.
Yeah. 70s.
Yeah, about 70s. And I've seen him through his good days and his bad days, but there was one particular time that he was sick. He was very sick, and Tommy's the type of guy, he comes in, he doesn't even have to order. We'll bring it to him. And this day he says, no, I don't want my usual. I just want some beans and toast. And my stomach is, I have a bit of a stomach problem. I say, you sure you can have something to eat? And he says, yeah, I just need to have some. So it's busy. It was absolutely busy in the shop. And it was about 1 o'clock during the day, and the tables are packed, the takeaway is packed. And I kind of swing between the pan and the tables, because I like to entertain the staff, the customers, and go back to the pan. And, you know, I'm up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
And I look at Tommy, and I can see him kind of struggling, eating, and he looks a bit pale. And then I look at Tommy again, and he's drinking his cup of tea, but then at the same time he's vomiting all over himself.
Oh.
All right, and he's vomiting. And he's still vomiting. And he's looking me dead in the eye, right? And he's still vomiting, right? And there's vomit going all over the table and stuff like this. And
Jesus.
And I said, Tommy, are you okay? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. Yeah, great. Yeah, you don't look fine, but
it's the most Irish answer ever. Literally vomit coming out of his mouth. I'm grand.
And then he goes to the toilet, and he goes off to the toilet, and then one of the girls go over and clean the whole table, and the whole area is just vomit all over the place.
Oh my God.
And I had to apologise to the customers and stuff like this. And Tommy comes out of Jackson, he comes up to pay, And he goes, Jesus, someone's after vomiting all over the table there. And so he was kind of denying the whole
chancer.
yeah. And then the following day he comes in. He goes, yeah, my stomach is not well. I'll have the same beans and toast. I says, you're not getting beans and toast. You're getting a cup of tea and you're getting out of here. Because yesterday you left that table.
You should have given him a bottle of flat 7-Up.
So Tommy's one of my favourites, and I love him and hate him the same way. Yeah. But that was one of the funniest time. Yeah, it was. It was great. It was great. It was very unpleasant to watch, but it was kind of funny that he was embarrassed. He didn't want to show people that he was vomiting.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
one of those scenarios where, like, at the time it's horrific, but after you can laugh.
Yes.
How long ago was that?
That was about 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Is he good now, Tommy? Is he keeping well?
Yeah, he's doing well.
He's in regularly.
Yeah, still regular,
still
going.
The same. What's his regular dish?
He gets a burger with an egg, a plain burger with an egg and chips.
Nice.
Yeah.
No beans and toast.
No beans and toast for him. No.
So if he ever does order that, you know.
I know it's going. Extra buckets under this table.
Yeah, brilliant. So a couple more questions, and we're gonna actually. The final question is gonna be. We're going to lead up to the final question, is where you're going to be giving the listeners and viewers the perfect or as good a recipe as you can give them to make chipper chips. Which oil, which potatoes, which method. We're going to keep that to the last. A couple more questions for you, Domo.
Grand.
So this is something that I heard from actually the guy in the chipper locally here. I asked him this, or he just told me this actually. He said that when chippers are really busy, the quality goes down. Is that true?
The only way you know this, if a customer doesn't come back in a while and he comes back and he tells you. You know what I mean? We stopped doing deliveries at the start of the year because Dun Laoghaire's changed all one-way system. Traffic has become too congested, where usually it would have taken you 10 minutes to get to, places like Dean's Grange, Ballybrack, these areas, is now is double the time or triple the time on coming back. So we stopped doing deliveries.
Just stopped it altogether?
Stopped it altogether. Because the food was going too cold. By the time it got there, so the quality definitely changed. And we were doing takeaway, delivery and sit-in. And one of my staff just told me there the other day, he says, do you notice that our service is much better on the tables and takeaway since we took out deliveries? Because we're trying to please all the areas, but one's going to give in, and usually was the table service. And so he's kind of right. He's right that the service does go down as the busier you get.
Yeah, you mean when there's like a lot of deliveries at the same time as people in the thing. Like what's the priority then? Is like would you say in chippers generally, who's the priority? Is it is it whoever's the highest level of customer? So whoever gives the most business, do they get the priority with the quality?
No. Everybody is treated equally. If your order's in first, you get on. If it's a bag of chips, it's a bag of chips. If it's a big family thing and you came in second, that comes in second. So everybody's treated equally.
Yeah.
And everybody expects to be quick service and things like that. So definitely when you're busy, the service goes down a little bit. But certainly
does the quality go down? That's a hard question, isn't it?
Our quality never goes down.
There you go. I think that's the right answer.
We've been there a long time, so
the chips get left in for the same amount of time.
Every time.
Everything gets cooked the same.
That's definite.
You've answered the question. Then the answer is no, and I don't know what your man was on about.
No, don't go there.
Yeah, my carriage.
Don't go down to Miami.
Yeah, go to Miami.
Go down to Dun Laoghaire.
Miami Cafe.
That's it. Go down there.
Best chipper around.
Definite.
All right. So, next question. Where do chippers source their salt and vinegar? Is this like some sort of trade secret? Why is it so much nicer than what we can do at home?
Well, if I told you, I'll have to kill you. We can't do that.
Had a feeling. I just said I'd chance my arm.
Yeah. I can't tell you that secret.
All right, let's change the question. I'll negotiate with you.
Okay.
We'll compromise.
Okay.
Does the salt and vinegar for all chippers come from the one source?
Good question. I don't know what other chippers do, but I know in my family, relatives, we all get it from the same area. Some people try to chop and change.
Same area?
Same area.
Same producer?
Maybe.
Alright, I think we've reached the line. I think that's as much as I'm
Yeah, you know, I can't, you know, I can't tell you everything.
Is the area in Ireland?
Oh, one is.
Right, I won't pry anymore. You'll batter me.
I'll pickle you, that's what I'll do.
Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's see. What's your favourite thing to eat from your own chipper?
What's my favourite thing?
Or do you eat from your own chipper?
Yeah. Like, what I see now is, I see Lego bricks. That's how to deal with it. I love the chips, so I just think Lego bricks. So then I don't touch them. So
As if they're inedible.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
So that's how I look at it.
Wow, cool.
But but I'm always picking. There's a chip. I want to just have a go with that and put a bit of garlic sauce on them and soak them in salt and vinegar. But definitely fish and chips is definitely my go-to with tartar sauce or garlic sauce or mushy peas. I love. We start doing smash burgers, which have gone.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so we do smash burgers now for the last couple of months, and it's taken off really, really well. That the demand is so high.
Great.
So that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Definitely one of it because it's pure Irish beef. It's there's very little fat in it. It's the great protein source. Definitely.
It's one of the new phenomenons.
Yeah.
That's very tasty.
Yeah.
Not too unhealthy.
Definitely not.
What would you say is the healthiest thing in the chipper in generally?
I'd say an omelette. We do a salad as well.
I mean, from like classic chipper food.
Classic.
It's got to be fish, has it?
It has to be fish. People think fish and chips is really fatty, but if it's done right and it's done in beef dripping, it's actually less calories. If you put it in if you cook it in vegetable oil or palm oil, whatever other stuff that people use, it's a lot fattier for you. But if it's done in beef fat, it can't be any better for you.
And is that how you do it?
Yeah, beef dripping.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
But would other chippers do it in vegetable oil and all sorts of? You can't speak for them.
I can't speak for them, but I know some people cut corners and they want to make the margins the same, so they start cutting in places where they think the customer doesn't know. So
I think you can taste it.
Oh, you definitely can taste it.
Yeah, and there's enough chippers around that you can just go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not worth your while, is it, to cut corners?
No, definitely not.
No, that's good. Great insight you're giving us here, Domo.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
I hope you won't. I hope you haven't given too much away now, and you're going to be swimming with the fishes. So, the chipper mafia are gonna
the chipper mafia will be after you.
Giving away the secrets.
There's enough garden there that I can be. You could be buried out there. If
no. Right, we're gonna finish up with this one. Just to have a bit of crack with it, and for my beautiful viewers and listeners, if someone wanted to make as close to chipper chips at home, how would you recommend they do that?
Well, not all potatoes are suited, so you need to use a Morris Piper potato.
Morris Piper.
And you got to chop them, finger length, thickness.
Which finger?
Oh, well,
middle.
Yeah, we say the middle finger. Yeah, that thickness. Chop them down to that. We start using air fryers. Air fryers are great, and what I found was a lot of people were using the air fryer to make chips. And we seen a little decline in business because when the air fryer craze came out.
Oh.
Yeah, and a bit of decline. And so, but we seen the customers come back because they couldn't replicate that crispiness. But definitely the air fryer, you'll chop them down finger length, splash them with a bit of olive oil or a bit of, whatever oil you have in the house, and put them in the air fryer for 20-30 minutes.
Do you need to blanch them or anything?
You can blanch them a little bit. Yeah, you can.
That's like leaving them in water
Yeah, leave them in water. We usually do our potatoes fresh every morning. So it's you probably soak them 2 hours before you actually use them.
Right.
But definitely, yeah, soak them in water for a bit, and then put them in the air fryer with a bit of oil, and then you nearly could replicate it, but you cannot get. It's if you're looking for trying to save a bit of money, you're going on a nice holiday, and your chippers once a week or whatever like that. There's certainly you can try it. You know what I mean? It won't be the same, but it's a good substitute.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? Wow, what's the difference?
What makes chipper chips different to anything that we can make at home? What is it?
Yeah, you just can tell when they're just good in the pan, like the way they just come up, and we're watching them, and as they just start to pop up, that's when you just take them out. So there's a lot of skill in it. People think it's just throwing stuff in and out, but there's a lot of skill in it and watching it, and all these modern pans, they have a light that will turn on and off when the chips are ready.
Yeah.
So it's like almost a stop and go sign. People use that, but my dad, we have an old pan. Our pan is over 60 years old, so we still have the first pan that was in there, like for probably the second pan that's ever been there, and it's never been changed. But and so it's manual, so everything's by the eye. So as soon as you pop them up, then that's when you take them out. If they leave them a little bit longer, you're going to burn them.
Right.
So it's all about timing.
Okay, and what you dip them into the big fryer, don't you?
I don't dip, I throw.
You throw them in?
Yeah.
And what oil do you use in that fryer?
It was always beef dripping.
Always beef dripping?
Always beef dripping.
Has been for years?
Always been beef dripping. So these big blocks of beef dripping going in there, and then you clean it every day. The beef you filter at the end of the day, and when you start again, then when you blanch, and then you keep it there. Some people keep it in there for weeks. Some people take it out after 3-4 days. Just depends how busy you are, but we don't leave it in there longer than 4 days. Then we change.
Right. There you go. That's it, folks. That man is passionate about what he does.
I love what I do.
And that restaurant, that chipper's in great hands, I have to say.
Thank you very much.
So much work goes into it, doesn't it? And so much prep and 90-hour weeks and everything. I mean, it's no wonder the Irish public adore chippers, and I think we always will.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Yeah.
People like you and your people.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Miami Cafe, Dun Laoghaire Village. Is that where it is?
Dun Laoghaire. Right,
Dun Laoghaire Town.
Town.
Dun Laoghaire Town. Get in there, check out the food. I know, I'm actually going to head out to you soon enough. And
I serve beer. I'm actually the only chipper that serves beer.
Beer?
Yeah, I do pints and wine and everything like that.
I'm on bleeding probation for drink driving in Florida.
That's Florida. I can come down to Miami.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's been lovely talking to you, Domo.
I'm delighted to be back on. This was great. This was great. I enjoyed that.
Please follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Give 5 stars. If you follow, you'll get notified for each episode. 2 episodes a week. This has been brilliant. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you, Domo.
I enjoyed that.
And I really love your energy and your passion for what you do.
Alright, thanks very much.
And sure we'll see you again.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Good man yourself.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks very much for listening and watching. Really appreciate it. This has been the Dan Stevens Show. See you on the next one. All the best.